Hello and welcome back to a new video on my vlog channel. As you might be able to see, there is match tags in the background. Now, I want to say this video is entirely experimental. Normally I'd post this on my Cards and Trainers channel in a sort of different format than I am currently doing. Right now, I've got my phone on a phone stand, which is what you can see in the bottom corner, just probably there. That's the phone stand. If I move you a little bit this way, it might not pick up as much. But it's also bounced on about 3 megatins here. So I do apologise if it falls over at any point. It is entirely experimental, this entire idea. I hope you can see the book here. I might move it a little bit. Obviously I have to keep it close enough so I can, put things in and whatnot. But we've got some cards to put in that I've just opened on my other channel. This is going to be consistently wrong here for the entire time it takes me to put cards in. So I'm just going to look immediately for some Arsenal cards and see if I have any to put in. If not, then we'll move on to the next club and the next club, and we'll continue from there. I'm going to try and see if you guys can see this. So obviously we got headlines Odegaard there, but we're not going to put Odegaard in because he's obviously from Arsenal, but he's a later edition card in the book. So we'll continue scrolling through the cards here as if we're on a phone, just scrolling like we're on YouTube Shorts. We'll go through the next batch here and we'll look to see if we can find any cards. Here we are. We have found Marino. We'll put him on the book here and we'll continue going through to see if we can find anyone else, because obviously we have some more to go through. Right, so now we've got another one here. Obviously Ian Wright's Arsenal, but he's later in the thing because he's a head retro Freds card. So we'll continue on, and nope, that's it, because the next one is a Big Game Ballers, and obviously they go at the back of the book. So we'll take Marino here. The numbers are on the back of the cards here. As you can see here, he's number 6, so we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 goes there, and then he should just slot in from the top like so. Obviously this is a very front-on view down. I'd like to have a more top-down view, but unfortunately, as the way it is currently, I haven't got a sort of arm or jib thing to film it top-down, so this is the best I can do for the moment. Obviously, still very much in its experimenting days, as it currently is. So we obviously don't know what things are, so I'm just going to try and keep out of frame here. We got a front checklist here, and then we can see it goes. This is not the front checklist, that's the back checklist. Oh dear. Just going to stretch across camera here, and we're going to have a look at the fact it goes from Arsenal into Aston Villa with 18 cards each. So obviously, because we know it's now Aston Villa and then Bournemouth, we will take the checklist over towards me so I can look at them when I need to, and we know now Aston Villa is the second club. So I'm going to take the box from the megatins and just hold the book down. So we'll have a look through here. So we're just going to scroll through all the cards. Obviously we are looking for Aston Villa, as we have found here. We have Matty Cash, so we'll put Matty Cash on the book, waiting to go in. Then we'll look through the next batch here and see if we can find anyone. We cannot, so we'll put them aside as well. And then we'll have a look through the third pack of cards. And it doesn't appear as if we found any Aston Villa players. Obviously, if I miss anyone, they have to go in later, which I have done previously, so that's fun. Burnley badge is not Aston Villa, unfortunately. We'll keep going here in hopes that we might find someone, which we do not. So it's just Matty Cash, unfortunately. Obviously, it'll start from up here and go along and down. So we have got, his number is, I'm going to look it off camera, number 23. So it starts on 19. So 19, 20, 21, 2, 3. So he should go in there, give or take some. Yep, correct. Turns out my math is working, which is obviously good. We'll just move the blocks out of the way of the footage, just so that we can continue on with footage. Just moving some shadowy items from over there, that way, just to make sure the light is getting in a bit better, to the main footage. Right, so we've obviously done Aston Villa. What comes after Aston Villa is Bournemouth. Now, why, upon everything, Bournemouth skips a page here, I don't know, but it means everything else is wrong. And very badly wrong at that. Oh dear. We're going to have a fun video today, and it's going to be a long one as well. So we'll take Bournemouth out here. I really should probably have noticed this before filming. But I'm noticing this as I'm filming. So this is going to be fun. Justin Kluivert, by the way, is out of 150. I'll show you guys here. We've got Justin Kluivert. You might be able to see here. 111 out of the 150. Tech is Justin Kluivert. Parallel card. Right, let's get into... Oh yeah, I'm doing this on camera. Get into Bournemouth and see if we can find anyone. We can... Oh, missed it. We can. It's as Ariza Balaga. Or Kepa for anyone else who is not Spanish. By the way, I don't believe his name is actually Kepa. I believe we just gave him that name. Could be wrong on that one, as I am on many things. Now I'm obviously still looking for Bournemouth here, which we will hopefully find someone. Obviously we haven't found anyone yet, but we are hoping to do so soon. I mean, we've obviously found Kepa, but in the more recent packs. So obviously Kepa is probably a pretty decent giveaway that he's going to go straight up and there. Now Belabor is at the bottom there, so it lines up. Now obviously 54 and 44. So Bournemouth starts on 37. So there you go, he goes in there, 44. Now what is Justin Kluivert again? Is 54, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4. So Justin Kluivert will go in there. Now we'll move them along. Next is Brentford, and as we can probably imagine, Brentford already has a player in, who I'm just going to transfer back across. Oh dear, oh no. Footage has gone and become unstable. Just going to fix that quickly by moving a little bit. Apologies for the sort of shaky footage. Turns out 3 megatins balanced on top of each other isn't exactly the most stable of things to use as a sort of phone stand. Because even the slightest movement in my floor will move it and make it shake. So, not ideal, but it'll have to do for today's video. Now we want Brentford players, so let's get cracking into looking for Brentford. I'm very much questioning whether that's not a Bournemouth player because it's later in the video, but that's good. So we'll keep looking for Brentford here, and we'll have a nice look through. If I like how this video comes out, I'll do this more for both this channel and my actual Cards and Trains channel, which will need this a lot more than this channel will, because this is simply a collaboration video with my Cards and Trains channel to simply cover a gap until I can properly start filming and doing what I want to do on here. This is essentially step one of many steps to turning this channel back into where I want it to be, because I wanted this to be like a nice vlog channel where I can basically post whatever I want on here, and it doesn't have to fit to one category or another, unlike all my other channels, and just a nice vlog channel effectively. And obviously I felt it was becoming a bit too sort of, you know, one thing of like, I don't really want to deal with it, BTS channel, which is fair in a way, because, you know, I have obviously my gaming channel at the minute, which is growing, and I'm sort of changing how that's being done as well. So obviously I didn't have all the time in the world to try and focus on this channel, you know, previously, because I was dealing with so many other channels. I just didn't have the time to focus on this, which, you know, is wrong, because I've got this brand new channel which I can effectively post whatever I want to on it, and I sort of was just letting it go as a BTS channel, for like behind the scenes content, which really was quite poor. But you know, we're back, we're doing a different type of video, and this is just the start of the new era on this channel, because it just got it got really repetitive and tiring of how it was and how it was going and how it was progressing. So it was sort of about time that I made a change, and obviously here you are seeing what the change is, and that is, it's not going to be the same again, simply because it cannot physically be the same again, because otherwise I'll have to stop this channel, which I don't want to do. I want to keep this channel, but the way it was, it just physically wasn't working, and not because I didn't, you know, have the time to work with it the way it was. It was a pretty quick editing channel where I didn't really edit it at all, and this video won't be edited either. This is going to be straight, just free flowing video, but in the future it'll have more edited stuff, like an Isle of Wight video that I've got that needs to be finished. I've got plans for a vlog coming this Saturday. I think it's a Tolworth model railway thing. I want to put a video out on that. I might even have 2 POVs for that, because me and my friend are going. So, I mean, my brother's also going to be there with his friends, so it'll be difficult to get footage, but I'm going to try and get footage on the way there and whatever else I can do. But we shall see how that one goes. 95 is the number we're looking for, which is literally just here. So Reece James slots in quite nicely. Also, there is a checklist that needs to be done for this. I have ticked no one off on the checklist. However, what I will say is the checklist will probably be in the next video on the Cars and Trains channel, or a special video that I post, potentially as another collaboration video, which will be me going through and then ticking them off at the same time. What I will say for that one is there will be a different situation where it will probably be that I slide this across and then have a checklist here, and I'm ticking people off at the time we're going through. So, you know, please do look out for that one, but it'll be a future video and not this one. Right, so we've just done Chelsea, which obviously is my team. Next we have Crystal Palace. So this is where we get a little chance to hopefully pull back the gap that's within the book here, because we obviously have got some Crystal Palace players, or at least I'd hope so, which might allow us to fill in the gaps. Obviously we are filming on my floor, just so everyone's aware, and I'm, you know, it's not exactly the most comfortable of floors, so quite painful to just kneel on the floor, to be fair. I mean, I am on a level of carpet, and I say a level of carpet because, you know, it's not much for my knees, because they do quite hurt, and which is unusual, because, you know, I'm not that old, so my knees should be fine, but they're not. But anyway, that's a story for another day. Maybe when we're going at the Tolworth thing, it might happen that my knees hurt, and if my friend is recording some footage, he might explain a couple of things with it. If he does mention it, I will leave it in so you guys can hear it, and hear how bad of a problem it is. And it's not like it's, you know, a muscle or a bone or whatever. It's just a thing. 121, 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Am I going insane? I swear I'm going insane. Am I? Yeah, no, yeah, yes, I am going insane. Okay, that's that's fun. 109, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Right, so 121 goes in there. Right, now we can go on to the next one. And the next one is Everton. And, well, this is where things get really weird with how I put them in. Because everything is having to move back one. Which means I have now got to move more things. Now, there will be an actual vlog soon on this channel. I'd like to do that at some point. This is really painful. I'm just reaching over a camera to try and put cards into a book. This setup needs to be way better. Obviously, still early days. Right, I'm just going to adjust again because that hurt. Right, we have an Everton player here. Then we'll continue across through all the cards to see if we can get any more Everton players. We're currently 17 minutes into this video and we've literally just made it to Everton. Wow. Wow, this is going to be like a 45-minute video. No. Oh no. Bear with me 1 second. Right. Sorry, just had something that I had to update someone about. So I had to just take care of that quickly. Just so I don't get told off for not going and doing something. Because this is going to take a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. If anyone's wondering what it was, obviously Halloween was recently. And obviously anyone does Halloween mainly gets a pumpkin. Obviously our pumpkin is dying. From a level of it's just rotting, which obviously is good compost. So the idea is to go into our garden and dig a hole and bury it, so it can become compost. So I promised my mum I'd go and do that, because obviously she's got the day off, because it's her birthday. So happy birthday, mum. And so I promised I would go and help that, but I'm just needing to film these videos first for you guys so they can be completed. Now he's on Everton. It is possibly, if I'm going to take a guess, Fulham. It is. This is not going to go well today. Right, so we're going to move it club by club. And obviously, because effectively it's just moving back a page, I'll take anyone from the page forward to the page back. And effectively just keep them in the same slot. Right, so now we've done that and Fulham's back in place. Just going to go and try and see if we can send any Fulham players. What I might do in a second is pause the footage and go and move all the other players back to where they need to be. But we'll see if I do that in a second. That's a Fulham player, but Fulham definitely is not in the 300s. I can guarantee you that. Right, so we've got Fulham player here. And then it's still not in the 300s. Is it? Doubt it is. No. So he is from... I'm really confused where he's from. Josh King is the RC. Fulham's RC is Josh King. He is not Josh King. I have no clue where he's supposed to go. Bear with me one moment. He is not a pro partnership, nor is he that. Oh, he's Leeds. Oh. Apologies, Leeds fans. I've realised my mistake. You are not Fulham. So anyone saying, oh, you passed a Fulham player, why didn't you notice it? I was looking for the Leeds badge. My apologies. I'm going to amend that now. Oh, that's embarrassing. That is severely embarrassing. I apologise to all Leeds fans. I will never let that happen again. That was poor quality from me on that one. I mean, clearly I wasn't looking for Leeds because it's a Leeds player here. But I don't know what happened there. That's also Leeds, so I don't know why I looked at him previously. There's no Fulham players is the answer to the previous question. I'm just going to pause the camera quickly and assign City to its position. Right, the answer was Liverpool. So I do apologise for that again. Right, let's see if we've got any Liverpool players. I'm sure we do. It's Liverpool. Why wouldn't we? They're such a big club. We're not going to have any Liverpool players, are we? Oh, no, we're going to have one. That's good. Oh, and maybe a second one here, which isn't bad. Oh, there's a Christmas tree there. Forgot that was there. That was me bashing into my mini Christmas tree that's on, I don't really know what you call that, like a side table just next to my bed. Why is that out on the bed? But yeah, forgot the Christmas tree was there and basically just bashed it. So that was fun. 177. We have, well, I'm going to put them there. Hope that's correct. 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. No way I've got that spot on. Wow. Okay. That was spot on, by the way. Alright. Next is going to be Man City, isn't it? Nice. Nice. This entire book's going to be way off. So I do apologise for that now. But considering that Man City now, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and now we're on the 11th club. So we don't have many to go. But this is definitely going to be over half an hour. So that's fun. This is going to take a long time to upload. So I should probably say, apologise for the late video. That's 411. No Man City's in there. Man City, not in here. I'm just going to start merging piles here, so it's a bit quicker. Man City at the back there, nice one. Then Man City, and let's not confuse them with Leeds or United, because that would go badly. That would go down really badly. So he is 188. We are hoping that he is 187, so he can just slot in there. Nice. Right, next club is going to be Man United, isn't it? Nice. Which means we're going to have a lot of players to move. Alejandro Garnacho, obviously, still playing for Man United in this collection. I can tell you right now, he's very much not a United player anymore, as he very much plays for Chelsea, which obviously is my club, and we're more than happy to have him. Or at least some of us are. Not sure what the rest of the club think. Right. This is quite an awkward setup for me, because I'm having to reach over, which can get quite, interesting. So we'll just show some of the players here that we've got to look through. We're looking for Man United, so there you go. And we'll continue to look through. Here's another Man United one to lit. So we'll continue here. Got a Man United player there again. And then that should be all the Man United players. So, yep, we should be looking at 212. So that would go in here. Now we have Delict, who is 201. So he goes up on top of Garnacho, so he covers Garnacho for all Manchester United fans who don't like him. Then we got their star boy in a second in Kobe Mainu, who will go down here at the bottom. Now we go on to the next club, which I'm having a feeling is possibly Newcastle. I was about to say Nottingham Forest, but it's Newcastle. So this is going to be fun. We'll just slot in all the Newcastle players here. There we go. And now it's just to find any Newcastle players in their pack of cards, which we immediately find Sandro Tonali. Now we'll continue going through them, and we find another one. Obviously this one being a numbered one. Then we continue through again, and we've got a Generation Now card, which is actually fitting to go in. Then we've got Wolves badge, and then Nottingham Forest, which is next, obviously. Right, now we've got Leeds to start, and then we're going to go through. Search for another Newcastle player, here we go. And then we need another Newcastle, but there isn't one. So we've got 4 Newcastles to go in here. Just going to check if they all match up with number-wise. It could be quite annoying if they didn't. They all do, that's good. So let's check the first one. It's 220. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 220 goes in here. Then we have 232. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So he will go in here. Then we have 228, 7, 8. So he will go in just over here and fit in quite nicely. Then we have Sandro Tonali, who is 225. So he will go in the bottom corner there. Right. Now, we get to go on to the next club. I'm just going to move the book along a little bit so you guys can see it a bit better. And so it's a bit clearer for you guys. Right, Nottingham Forest is next. So we'll move Nottingham Forest back a page so that they can be, or forward a page technically, so that they can be in the correct spot for us. And now we will look for the Nottingham Forest players in the pile we have. Which is Murillo, and then this Nottingham Forest player, and this one. Is Pro Position supposed to... No, it's not. Okay, good. Right, so that's 3 so far from Nottingham Forest. And then I'm going to keep looking here. I go pretty quickly just so I can get through it as quick as I can. Obviously just 3 players here, which is right. 244. What do they start? Well, that's a forward. We should probably start with a defender. Murillo is going to go here, I'm imagining, like that. Nottingham Forest, sorry, just budged my camera. 235. 35. Wait, 36, 37, 38. Obviously, because he is a parallel card, we're going to put his parallel on top of his other card. Anyone who says, why didn't you notice him immediately? I thought he was a different player. Elliot Anderson is 44. So we're starting on 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4. So 44 goes behind the badge, which obviously we don't have yet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. How did I guess? I gather all the Generation Now players just go in the same spot at this point. Next will be Spurs, or Tottenham for other people. Let's see if we got any Spurs players. Nope. Not in pack 1, or batch 1, which is 2 packs. We do in batch 2, we have 1 and potentially not 2. Not 2. Okay, we've just 1. So obviously Van der Ven is 256. 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 2, 3. So we'll put him in there as 263. Right, so now we get on to the next club, which is West Ham. Now, West Ham obviously will move alongside itself. And we'll make sure all West Ham players are out and across here. Burnley's at the back of the book. No way. No, Burnley is at the back with Leeds and Sunderland. So the newly promoted sides have been shoved to the back of the book. That is interesting. Match attacks, very interesting, because that's out of order that normally would be in. So, very interesting from match attacks there. Maybe expecting everyone to go back down again. So putting them at the back of the book so they don't have to reorganise everything next season. They can just take them out and change them. However, match attacks, Sunderland ain't doing that bad. So that's a bit of a surprise for match attacks there. Burnley? Burnley's badge? What is this? What nonsense are we playing? I don't know anymore. Right, so 274, 75, 6, 7, 8. 278 should be Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Well, it's clearly not Aaron Wan-Bissaka because that's Thomas Souček. And the last time I checked, that's also Thomas Souček. So, duplicate. So I'll put him off camera, just outside of the footage. Next we have, would you guess? It's Wolves. Wolves is the back of the normal set, and then you get into the newly promoted teams, apparently. I mean, I think Sunderland will probably move for next season. Just to hazard a guess, due to the fact that they are doing so well. 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 300, 1, 2. You know, I think the teams that stay up next season will probably be in the front of the book, and then the newly promoted ones will be towards the back of the book. Obviously, it would be lovely if Wrexham came up. Obviously, I think we all know that I'm a Chelsea fan. Through and through. Chelsea is obviously my club. But I think it would be pretty cool if we could play someone like Wrexham. Obviously, the travel distance, not ideal, but from the standpoint of, you know, it's Wrexham. Such a meteoric rise from that club would be quite impressive, to be fair. So from that standpoint, yes, I'd like to see them in Prem, because I think that'd be quite funny. 296. Obviously, I'd like to see them come up to the Prem and stay up, but, you know, that's the way football is at the minute. It's not ever guaranteed. 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. But, I mean, if they can come up and stay up Wrexham, then I'm more than encouraging them to try to do so. Because it'd be quite nice to have, you know, someone like Wrexham coming and trying to challenge for Champions League spots or whatever in the Prem. Because obviously, you know, we currently got like Sunderland, who, you know, were up in the top 4 at some point this season. It was, you know, unimaginable when we started the season of like saying Sunderland's going to get promoted and is going to immediately be challenging for top 4. It's like, what? You know, how are they still 6 is the best question. I mean, you know, I get the players, you know, one of the players on their team, Granit Xhaka, has been performing outstandingly. Like, honestly, probably their highlight player of the season. And obviously I would say our highlight player is Cole Palmer when he's not injured. But that's another duplicate. But I mean, he is injured. But Esteval's also a great player for us, holding the team together, not going to lie. Obviously, it wasn't ideal that we lost Karabag yesterday. But, you know, at the end of the day, I don't control Chelsea, so I can't tell the manager how the team should line up or anything along that line. But, you know, it's just a matter of you win some, you lose some, and you just got to take it in your stride and just keep fighting for the next win. And if you don't keep fighting, you're never going to win again. And, you know, not to diss anyone, but sometimes clubs will, you know, lose a game and then fall apart. And it's just about, you know, there's a level of, yeah, we shouldn't have lost Karabag, they're such a tiny team. But, you know, at the end of the day, there's always the next game, and you've got to hope in the next game you're better. Otherwise, maybe it's time for some sort of change. And I don't want to obviously tell a manager who won Chelsea the Club World Cup that, you know, it's time for a change. But Karabag, you know, that's all that needs to be said on the matter. 32. What number is he again? 232. 31, 30, 29, 28, 26. Okay. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, football is about winning and losing, and drawing sometimes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you draw. And obviously it depends what your club's objectives are as to what sort of outcome you get from it. You know, if your club wants to win everything, then obviously it's not a deal to lose. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4. With your club's objective is more, you know, subtle, like mid-table finish, you know. Then obviously it doesn't matter if you lose a few times a season, because at the end of the day, you haven't got high objectives, like getting a Champions League spot or anything of that caliber. However, you know, when you're someone like Chelsea or an Arsenal or a Tottenham, and you're considered one of the big 6 teams, you're going to want to be challenging for that top 6. You're going to be wanting to challenge for, you know, the Premier League or the Champions League or whatever it is, to show that you're still, you know, the big 6 that you claim to be, and not, you know, that you haven't taken time off or whatever. Obviously, you know, sometimes clubs do have to take a break from being, you know, in the top 6. Chelsea, for example, a couple of seasons ago was, I think, 11th one season, which, you know, is mid-table. We're not even a mid-table team, but we did a bad season and we suffered through it, and we made sure the next season it wouldn't happen again. And sometimes clubs have to go through these sort of lessons to, you know, think about what went wrong and pick up the pieces, and then build again so that we can build stronger. Obviously, you know, it shouldn't happen all the time. If it's happening every game, then there's questions to be asked. But, you know, that's just my take on football managing in general. This video is getting quite long. It's almost 40 minutes now. But, you know, I just wanted to sort of give my opinion on a little bit of football and how I sort of see it while I'm putting football cards in, because that's quite funny. That's pro partnership there. We're almost to the end now. 370, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously this video would have been a bit quicker if we didn't have to replace every single card into a new slot, because me, forgot to actually count properly the original time I put them in, which, you know, is not ideal at all. Right. So we have them in there. And now, oh no, I'm still supposed to be, yeah. We got the pro partnership in here, but also apparently I'm struggling to figure out what card that is. Pro partnerships, retro Freds is apparently next after pro partnerships. So he's a retro Fred, and he's a retro Fred, and he's a retro Fred. Not retro Fred as in thread as a name, but like thread. As in like a newspaper thread, not the name thread. Anyway, so that and then Pro Precision. What is this card then? That's a retro Fred. Okay, right, okay, yep. Newcastle one. Got it. 3, 2, 1. 390 goes in the top bit here. Just along the lines of that. And then 4, 5, 6. So we can only go up to 96 on here. Just trying to make sure I don't break the checklist. 96, 97. Should go a bit like up there. 97, 98, 99, 80, 81 is Ian Wright from Arsenal. Then it goes up to 400, so 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 80, 81. What am I on? 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 400. So then we start with 400. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they need to move along a little bit here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the next one is, I'm presuming not that one. Yes, Pro Precision cards. So 410, then 411, and then 412, all down at the bottom. Then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I'm going to move both of these along by 1. I'm presuming this is the Beast Mode card. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. Up the top here, which is going to be Evan Nilsson going in here. And then we got a headlines card here, which is 441, which we can go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, not because it's off by 1. So 30, 31, 32, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41 goes in here. So 441, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 should go over there. So we'll move that across here, which is nice. This might actually end up being a 45-minute video, which would be quite a nice time. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Yeah, we stop that now. Yeah. 7, 8, 9, 50. Then it is Chrome Kings here, which I have none of. So CK1 to CK20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this Chrome King has to move across by 1 to there, and then 17, 18, 19, 20. And then after Chrome Kings, it is Gold Lions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Wait. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This should be 15. I'm presuming it's going to be 16 to be fair. How would I guess that? We'll move him along by 1 to be number 16, and then it goes up to gold line 20. So 17, 18, 19, 20. And then classic limited edition start, which turns out I have none of, which I'm honestly shocked. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then we've got goal machines, so 1, 2, 3. And then world class. No, goal ballers, yep. Actually globe ballers, but anyway. Just gonna slide them all in here, like so. And then we will set to put in the big game baller limited editions now, which will start here. So we've got big game baller number 1, number 2, and number 3, and that is it for this video. They're all in. If you did like this new sort of style of video, which is a bit more 3 and sort of, you know, me just doing things, please do let me know in the comments down below. And with that being said, obviously please subscribe, turn your post notifications on. Would you subscribe so you don't miss another upload from me? Like the video as well, please, if you did like it. And I shall see you all in the next video, which will definitely be next Thursday at 5 PM. However, it could be, you know, that's the latest it could be. It could be closer though, however. Depends on, you know, filming and stuff. So I shall see you all in the next video. Bye for now. Bye.